think it's any secret that people want the final content that's unreleased within Modern Warfare. SOAP, the CX-9, the RAAL LMG, all that stuff has been in the game files for over 6 months now, and people definitely want this to come to the game, myself included. But while we've been waiting and waiting and waiting, that long-winded journey of when's it gonna come out maybe had some clarity, because as of recently, there's been sightings of SOAP, both in social media and also in-game even. So does this mean that SOAP is finally coming to the game, or is there some other explanation here that may be a backdoor into obtaining SOAP? That's what we're going to discuss here today and break down a little bit and let you know why you may have seen this stuff here come up as of recently. But that said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you hoping to see SOAP, the CX-9, the RAAL LMG, and that other content here coming to the game soon? Do you not necessarily care as much? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare, Warzone, and anything COD related. We're on that road to 500,000 subscribers, so if you guys would like to join the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's talk about the fate of SOAP and if he's coming anytime soon. So the thought behind SOAP and this other unreleased content for Modern Warfare comes into play firstly about a month ago at this point, maybe just over a month ago, but we saw things get incredibly strange with that unreleased Modern Warfare content. We saw that out of the blue, Kill House, Al Rob Air Base, and then Drainage were added to the playable maps within Modern Warfare. But then 36 hours later, 2 of those 3 maps, Al Rob Air Base and Drainage, were actually gone and removed, and then there were reports after that we saw Sparks was being introduced into Modern Warfare. But that was actually false at the time. The maps were removed, but Sparks actually wasn't introduced when reported firstly. He has been since introduced and is a playable operator, yes, but at that time when it was first reported, it came at the hands of Twitter user Dante's Lost Wig, in which that turns out that he was able to change the date and time of his system to a few weeks in the future, and the bundle was available for him. And sure enough, that's what happened. A little over a week later, Sparks and the Psychov pistol were released to all players in Modern Warfare. So in that case, it did work out. And it turns out that's what people think may be the case here again. As of a few days ago, the leaker Modern Warfare 2 Ghost tweeted out how one of his Discord mods sent screenshots of the operator bundle for SOAP in-game, but the actual items on the account, not just the actual bundle in the shop. It showcased SOAP as an operator, the objectives to unlock the further uniforms of SOAP, in which the first uniform is unlocked by getting 5 kills while using SOAP as your operator, and then the final unlock is getting 10 kills while using SOAP as your operator. So pretty standard and pretty straightforward, but this bundle also came along then with the Sirach CX-9 blueprint, which you may actually recognize because it was briefly available in Warzone at the start of Season 2, equipped with the CX-38S barrel, seemingly as an integrated suppressor like the monolithic barrel on the MP5, the tac laser, the commando foregrip, the 50-round drum mag, and the tac grip, which, assuming these conversions are the same as the barrel and that grip for other weapons we see already in Modern Warfare, that's kind of already a meta build for Warzone. So does this mean that the SOAP operator bundle is finally coming within the next few weeks here, as of these string of events seemingly being the same to the Sparks release? Well, not quite, because I think there is a big key difference here with this, and perhaps I'm wrong, in which maybe this was a direct result of changing that time on your system forward by a couple of weeks, in which that makes the answer pretty straightforward, that yes, it will be coming, and I'd be all for that. But I think that there's a big key difference here with this between what we saw with the supposed leak of Sparks and the eventual release of that to what we see here at this now. Because what we see out of the SOAP operator bundle is the items actually in-game, not the shop bundle in the shop. It was an outright purchase of the items that had those items on the account, and that's where things get a little weird, because it seems like that this SOAP operator bundle is actually available for purchase right now, but only if you know where to look. SOAP's operator bundle is not the only thing exclusive to this, but there's a backlog of items that haven't been released from the shop. If you guys remember the vault packs from Modern Warfare and the battle pass content that was leaked ages ago that would be coming in sort of re-up supplies for those bundles you could buy if you missed, say, Season 1, Season 2 of Modern Warfare, this is where that connection was actually first made. Online, not in-game or in-client of, say, BNet or anything like that, but actually online in a browser, you can end up looking at your Call of Duty account, and there's a way to access the store through your account in which you have the ability to search through just about any bundle that's been introduced into Modern Warfare, and I would imagine also then Black Ops Cold War, but through Warzone as well. And assuming that my hunch is correct, this is where this new encounter of SOAP and these images associated with it have popped up from. Truth be told, as excited as I am for new weapons and for SOAP to finally be introduced, I think that's probably about as far as I feel comfortable with explaining, because I don't want to be that guy that's like, I know where to get exclusive content and then not tell you, but I do this because it's directly resulted in bans and account closures in the past. In fact, one of the most recent ban waves that took out a bunch of cheaters had the brightest targets on accounts because they had things like the SOAP operator bundle. And Activision doesn't take too kindly to unreleased content like that being out in the wild, whether you bought it or modded it. Even if you paid your own money into it, they're still not a fan of that before its street date. So I bring this up as not a way to troll, but instead to provide clarity on where the screenshots that you may have seen go around in various social platforms, where they came from and how they were obtained. So right now, I think this differentiates a little bit from what we saw with that Sparks bundle, where maybe I could be wrong and I'd be all for it. I definitely want to see the CX-9, the RAAL LMG, and SOAP come to Modern Warfare, but I think this was obtained by, again, that sort of online backdoor to purchasing items on your account. Now, if I were to theorize about timing, I'd say that it's still possible to be soon. I think the easiest of guesses could be, of course, the mid-season event with the new operators being added in, likely on a new wave of crossover event for content there in Cold War, but I think it'd be easy and cool to assume that maybe Modern Warfare would be getting its own love as well, but ultimately, I don't think that's the case. What does seem like it is a decent theory, though, is Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered and a tether in to a Modern Warfare bundle as a sort of incentive to buy along with that. And after a lot of time of not really discussing any concrete leads or basis here for this, more so just talking about it from a perspective of, man, that would make sense in a logical way for that to be introduced, leaker the MW2 Ghost once again has said, was told the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster is definitely coming this year and should be coming Q2, which is the original plan. 1 month exclusive to PlayStation, following up with, worded this a bit weird, so it was originally set for a Q2 of this year under a PlayStation deal, but not sure if that's still the case in terms of the date. Apparently it's definitely still coming at some point this year. Now, in terms of kind of specifying a little further, Q2 is a large window of time. Q2, according to the fiscal year, is April 1st to June 30th, so we're a month in, a couple of days and change past the start of that, but still a little bit of a ways out from it being over, about halfway through Q2. So it is quite possible that we could see this coming up very soon, and maybe it is something that drops in relation to the mid-season update here for Season 3. Maybe it's something that is in conjunction with Season 4. We don't quite know yet, but again, coming back to it, seeing that we have seen this delayed for so long, that SOAP, the CX-9, the RAAL LMG have been in the game files for over 6 months now at this point, it is kind of curious that we still see it being delayed with nothing really else being introduced that would be worthwhile in terms of holding it out for. When Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered came out, we ended up seeing, of course, that exclusive UDT bundle for Ghost and a couple of items that were associated with Modern Warfare 2 ported over to Modern Warfare in 2019 with that bundle. That was the sort of pre-order bonus that you had with it, or the purchase bundle that you got with it as well. It was either whatever way you looked at it, you got the campaign remaster as extra for buying that bundle, or you got the bundle for extra for buying that campaign remaster, because it was all of that for 20 bucks. And that could very well be what we see here with this, because the price point is the same as that bundle for the SOAP operator pack. The rumored timing of Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster could fall in line very similarly to when we see this actually making sense to come out. And to me, I think that makes a lot of logical sense. Again, that's pending though if it does come. But for as to why you may have seen some recent mentions of SOAP, you may have actually even seen him in game. I've seen footage of players having him in game as a result of this. That's kind of why. So as for timing, it is still up in the air, unfortunately. Hopefully soon. Again, Q2 does close in about a month and a half, so maybe we see it come over the course of the next couple of weeks here, leading into Season 4, maybe before Season 4. But for right now, that's where we're at here at this. Just wanted to provide a little bit of clarity here for you on what was going on within the Call of Duty world. So that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. When do you hope to see SOAP introduced here, as well as these other weapons that are still to be released for Modern Warfare? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts, but hopefully enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare, Warzone, and anything COD related. If you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. If you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best places to get content on YouTube, productive on both those. If you guys want to check out conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.